My 35 female husband, 35 male, wants an open marriage but only open on his end. This is my first post and I'm on the app and have read from previous posts that the format can be a little off, so hopefully all is well. Here it goes. This past weekend I traveled out of state for a friend's wedding, a very short visit. We arrived Saturday evening and the wedding was Sunday. On Saturday night my mother had our children, so my husband and I went to his friend's cookout and we were supposed to watch the fight. My husband suggested we leave before the fight and hit up a bar/karaoke place, and I was okay with that due to us never getting out anymore now that we moved out of state and don't know anyone to babysit. Anywho, on the way to the bar he asks a general question not pertaining to us about open relationships. I answered his question and he became upset thinking I was personalizing it, however I was not mentioning us. He then says I'm an idiot and this is why he hates me. And wants a divorce. He says this often. Then says he wants an open marriage, but only open on his end, meaning he can see other women but I cannot see other men. I told him absolutely not, and that if I were to ever agree to something so dumb as an open marriage it would be on both ends. He then says he deserves to be able to fuck other women. SMH, sir, why did you even marry me? I ignored him for the rest of the trip pretty much until the wedding, where I put on a front so that I didn't ruin my friend's day. I should add he did apologize on the way to the wedding and said he didn't mean it. I wasn't going to go the wedding but felt obligated. When we got home he said that the wedding made him realize some things he forgot and he knows what he needs to do, but honestly so much trauma has happened since I do that I just don't believe him and don't think I can be in this marriage anymore. I honestly cannot believe I'm saying this because I love this man so much, but it's clear that he doesn't love or want a marriage with me, because if so we wouldn't be going through so much in just shy of our 2-year anniversary, together for 10 years, married for almost 2. I just don't know where to even start with planning a move back to my hometown. SMH, my job ended the end of June and I'm still looking for a new one, so I feel sort of stuck, but then there's my overthinking holding me back also. Because I took my vows serious and was serious about spending my life with this man, plus who can afford a lawyer for a divorce? Certainly not me right now. It's just so much to think about, because all I took from that conversation is that he's seeking my approval to cheat. Knoxwild. Edited 10 HR ago. He doesn't want an open marriage. It is truly tiresome how many people want to use that phrase to describe their infidelity. I guess it sounds better than I wanna fuck other people. There's a greater than 0 chance he's already cheated. Look. He's already checked out of this marriage and has 1 foot out the door. Call your family and tell them everything you've said here. Do not be embarrassed and do not try to protect him. Tell them how he threatens divorce at the drop of a hat and has said he deserves more sexual partners. Ask them to help you. Don't raise your children in a home where their father dislikes their mother and treats her badly. Don't give your kids that example of what marriage looks like. Bon 42. I have seen so many posts like this, and pretty much every time the guy is already cheating, and basically wants to be able to cheat without worrying about getting caught. The fact that you find it normal for him to tell you he hates you and wants a divorce screams emotional abuse. This is not a good man. You do not need him. It sounds like you have already emotionally checked out, which I cannot blame you for. Look through his phone. Try to collect evidence of an affair. This will help win you more money in the divorce, so you can pay your lawyer and start fresh. Master of Kittens 3K. It's pretty much a given that when one partner in a monogamous relationship asks about opening the relationship, they have already found their partner. And they're almost certainly already cheating with that person. Sometimes it's not physical yet, but they're trying to get approval for the cheating, either before or after it's become a physical affair. Feral squirrels. So he says he wants a divorce, which he does repeatedly apparently. Then he says he wants an open marriage, but only for him, because he deserves it. Why are you with this clown still? I don't know what you're looking for here unless it's approval to hit the looming big red button trademark on the wall you seem to be trying to avoid touching. Hit it. Like Thor's goddamn hammer. Pretend after you do, there'll be glitter, if it makes you feel The underscore bucket underscore of underscore truth. Your marriage is a joke and you're obviously deeply unhappy, so either start today making steps to change things or resign yourself to a life of disrespect and a terrible marriage. Being alone sounds better than this. And you're 35, not 70 years old. That's still young enough to meet someone else and even have a family if that's really what you want. Swazi 44. Is it more depressing than your current situation? I know I couldn't be happy with my life knowing my so was stepping out on me or didn't respect me. It's overwhelming to think about starting over again regardless of age, but you're not that old. Hopefully with a new start you can find some happiness. You've only got one life, don't waste it. It won't be easy, and you'll probably struggle some, but far as what to do. You have family you and your kids could stay with till you get on your feet. I know in my state you don't need a lawyer for a divorce, so maybe look into it yourself. I'd find a job and move on. You sound like a pretty strong person, you got this. Sorry I guess. First of all, it's not starting over, it's starting fresh. It's not a disaster, my friend, it's an opportunity. And you have no idea how much better and happier you're going to feel. The idea is depressing? Seriously. More depressing than spending the rest of your life with a man who is supposed to be your life partner, biggest supporter, and cheerleader. You know that's what a husband should be, right, and instead calls you awful, hateful names and regularly tells you to your face that he hates you and wants to fuck other women? Honestly, I can't imagine anything more depressing than that. Let me tell you something, I'm more than 10 years older than you and single, and I've never been happier in my entire life, and that's despite being debilitatingly ill. Because I have friends who love me, a man in my life who treats me like every time he talks to me he just discovered something magical, me, and I don't let people like your husband, people who make me feel bad, into my life anymore. At all. Ever. You should try it. It's bloody fantastic. And 35 is definitely not too old to start. You'll be so glad you did, I promise. 8A and 5443. How shitty does your marriage and your life have to get before you say enough is enough? Did you read what you posted? If so, would you advise someone who posted this to remain in this marriage? At some point, you have to take responsibility for your own misery. You have options out there, but you choose not to take them. I'm more concerned with how your inaction affects your kids and them relating your marriage dynamic to a healthy relationship. If you choose to stay in this marriage, then 15 to 20 years from now, I'm sure we'll be reading a similar post by one of your children. Dry_ask 5493. I also don't think you should stay in this marriage with a guy that has most likely cheated on you, throws divorce around like it's nothing and thinks he deserves to fuck other women while you wait at home with your kids. I suggest getting your kids and moving back to your home state before he can slap you with a court order saying you can't move with the kids. Then file for divorce. Then he will be free to fuck all the other women he can get. Rub Specialist 3152. He's asking for an open marriage because either he's already cheating or he has a specific person in mind. I'd have a look at his phone because I'm someone who needs information. That said, start making an exit plan. Put in applications wherever it is that you'd like to land. Chat with your family to see if you can temporarily move in once you have a job. If you're going to file, then get your ducks in order. Don't give him an opportunity to retaliate before the filing. OK_Hall_8751. When I read that you are looking for a job, I immediately thought, bingo, get some job far far away, and leave him behind in his own hatred. It's your chance. I bet if you find a job where you live, you will use this as a reason of why to stay. Give yourself a chance. It is absolutely horrendous that he told you he hates you, he wants a divorce, he deserves to fuck other women. Well, just make all of his wishes come true. Take your abused ass and give yourself the life you deserve. No matter how low you think of yourself, please believe all of us, you deserve so much more than the vile piece of a human that your husband showed to be. Lady Clepsydra. That's not an open marriage, he's just telling you he is planning to cheat on you. Maybe already did. If not, he's going to, with or without your approval. But it would be more comfortable to have the approval because that would mean no sneaking around, less effort for him. Lying and pretending is tiresome and time-consuming, so he asked. But don't be naive, if you disagree, he's just gonna do it either way. I agree that he doesn't love you because if he did, he would never act like this. I'm sorry, but this marriage is over. Please stop hurting yourself by investing more time and emotions into this man, and just cut it. It will hurt like hell, but it will be so much better in the long run. Affectionate Will 386. Yeah, you're setting yourself up for a disastrous life for ideals make absolutely no sense given the situation. I hope that you're okay in the future is all I'm gonna say about that. Do you never give somebody permission to cheat? You think you can do it? It will destroy what marriage do you have left, so if you're trying to preserve your marriage, allowing an open marriage is not it. I don't know that you can preserve your marriage, but good luck.